So another big question that has occurred over the last 200 or 300 years is it true that the Hawaiians only had a one-way ticket from Tahiti to Hawaii when they sailed in 1250, approximately 1250, when the big migrations occurred in the South Pacific from Tahiti? One went to Hawaii, one went to New Zealand, same route stuff. And for years, white people or Western people said, oh, it's just impossible that the Hawaiians could have the navigation skills that would allow them to sail back and forth. They just, sort of mysteriously landed in the Hawaiian Islands in the middle of nowhere. Well, in fact, that is not the case. This has been proven in 1980. The Hawaiians built the hukala, and it's a reincarnation of the sailing voyage canoes that the original Hawaiians used when they came, or the big second migration from Tahiti came. And they've sailed it back and forth to Tahiti. They sailed it 6,000 miles, and they did it using the wayfinding techniques of the old Hawaiian people, the Polynesian navigators. The winds, they can read the clouds, they can see the currents, the birds. And there is the myth that they were guided to the Hawaiian Islands by a shark, Amakua Kalakiki, and that brought them to the islands that rested beneath the brightest star in the heavens. So they were also reading the stars, and they were highly in tune with their environment. They were incredibly sensitive to everything that was going on in them in the natural world. And the wayfinders started their training when they were little children. Adults would put them in a tide pool, the chosen child, the one that was born into being a wayfinder. They were put in tide pools, and they learned the movements of the water, and became highly sensitive to everything around them. And they were handed down knowledge from the ancestors, from their elders, because that was an oral tradition. So genealogical chants are the way, and the way that knowledge was handed down, and it worked. And yes, the Polynesians were the greatest navigators the world has ever known, the greatest sailing vessels ever known, and the Hawaiians are very proud of this. So don't ever say to them that they're not capable of sailing around the world and back, because they absolutely were and are. Mahalo.